What is going on, you dead set legends? And welcome to the Ready Bang, the number one Q&A show on the planet. I'm your host, the Aussie ArmWrestler, and as always, holy guacamole, I'm still the champ, always the champ, come after the champ, because I'm the man. I'm the man. 2019 Melbourne Cup. Oh, this is delicious. Third place. 80 to 95 kilo amateur. The most sorted trophy in the arm wrestling world. It is that sorted that it has its own trading card. I mean, come on. Speaking of trading cards, if you're watching this now or later, I was going through some things. I'm doing a bit of a tidy up here in the studio, and I found more packets of the original Maximum Bane cards, so you can still win a Dave Chafee numbered auto, which is good. So that's always good. Then I found some Ryan Bowen signed cards, so if anyone wants to buy them. And then we've got a couple of those left. Auden Larratt, signed cards. His rookie card, his first one ever signed. Like, I just found, like, I've just got so many. As in, you know, like the base Dave Chafee card signed. So these are pretty slick. And then, of course, we've got our Marcio Barboza limited edition one signed, which is good. Yeah, I just happened to find a whole heap of them, including the packs of cards. So I need to, like, sell them. I need to basically I need to get rid of all of my arm wrestling memorabilia, arm wrestling merchandise. So I've got to sign Ryan Bowen delusional card. So this was in the pack, a 1 of 1. So as you can see, we've done the hole punch there. So the person that actually drew the 1 of 1 card out of our packs, that's still its rarity, but we get a signed hole punched one. So like they're for sale. It's yeah, these are the best trading cards. The best. These are, so, like, no disrespect or anything like that. Like, you don't have to like Ryan Bowen, but I like the quality of my ones better. It's an actual card size. These have come up pretty good. The East versus West ones. I'm just a card collector and like mine. So yeah, I've got a strap. Where did the strap go? A strap signed by John Brezink, Dennis Aplenkov, Erdemis Gasparini, and Levan Saganashvili. So looking to get rid of that. Where did that one? Oh, there it is. It's over there. So I look, get rid of that. Not get rid of it, but I don't know. I started collecting stuff and then realized when you're there for all the events, it's a bit like, oh, okay. Anyway, we'll quickly say hi to everyone. I just thought, let's just have an old-fashioned chat. I'll tell you what's going on in my world, and we'll just be all over the shop with this one. I'll answer this sort of question. I'll answer that sort of question. I'll answer every which way. I won't answer every question, but yeah, just, you know, so get your questions in, past or present, and we'll have a bit of fun. I'm just trying to figure out what to do over the next couple of weeks. My man Cobus is in there, says, ready, bang, let's go. Can we talk about the future of arm wrestling? Because boy, oh boy, the Bournemouth brothers are going to take over. Rickard and Duvan. Very happy with those boys. Very happy. If you ever get a chance to spend time with Rickard Bournemouth, he's just a character. Very lovely, well-spoken monster. And I mean monster as it is a monster on the table, So just a rock star. Yeah, absolutely. Really looking forward to seeing where their next matches are coming from. So cannot wait for that. Tony Rizzo's in there, and his question: I'm relatively new to arm wrestling. Have ties ever been a thing in the history of sport? Yes. So initially, when Neil Pickup did super matches at Arm Wars, he would have. That's where the 6-round super match format come from. So the original Arm Wars of the Trafford Centre, they're brilliant. Go check them out. They really are. When I was going deep dive, WAL and Over the Top made me love arm wrestling. And then I found Arm Wars at the Trafford Centre, and I'm like, yeah, this is awesome as well. And so if something ended on 3-3, it would make you want the rematch, which made perfect sense back then. But with today's society, we're so impatient. So we want winners. So if we had like Devon and Vitali end on 3-3, everyone would say it was fixed. They just want more money, blah, 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 blah. So in the end, they, made sure that there was a win. That's why like King of the Table had the 6-round format, but then just introduced the silver bullet. They just may as well call it best of 7. Ready, bang, my man, Phil Woody. Everyone's in the chat, hanging about. When's the next time you'll be in North America? I should be in North America November. I should be in the sunny state of Florida. I think it's where are we? I think the 8th and 9th of November, I should be emceeing an event in Florida. So looking forward to that. Just finalising out some details. I hope it goes through as well, because the location that it's at, the people that are going to be turning up, bloody delicious. What is going on? Houdini Sports. Hey, the lucky one's in there, been a member for 4 months. Ready, bang. I love this show so much. It's very nice. Very nice of you to say that. Very, very nice. What up, gang? That reminds me of that guy that embarrasses his family on Instagram. What up, gang? Just streaming here from dinner. Kovish, yes, everyone's off the Worlds now. Worlds are starting their big 11-day tournament, or however long it goes for. There's going to be a few Australians there. What's going on, Andy? The Roymond, what's going on? Have you ever held Melbourne Cup and put on We Are the Champions? No, but when I first won it, and I was like, oh my God, I'm actually getting good at this arm wrestling thing. It meant so much to me. So much had happened that day that I drank a lot of booze out of it. If you are talking about my trading cards, yes, there's a Fia Rasic and a Marlon Bergstrom individual card, and then there's a double of them together. I took the photos when we're all together in Norway. I was actually chatting to them the other day. Might get them on the show. They're just awesome. Everyone's just all saying g'day to each other. You need money for a hair transplant. No, I'm not getting a hair transplant. I will naturally go bald. It's okay. I like keeping it short at the moment. And when the time I don't mind being bald, I'm not getting a fucking hair transplant. Come on now. What's going on, my man? Hope you are doing well. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know a lot of people hated it, including yourself, but I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I had a lot of fun. But we're pro wrestling fans. We got to achieve our dreams. And, Matt, I love, this isn't directed at you, mate. But it's funny, everyone was, getting stuck into us. And they're like, you're ruining arm wrestling. This is a disgrace. No wonder we get blah, blah, blah. But you know what? we got to hang with our childhood heroes. We got to hang with people that we've got wrestling figures of and that we watched on TV growing up. We got to hang with people that were paying $200 just to get a photo with these people. And we're whining and dining with these global superstars. So you can hate, not you. I assume you didn't like it. But yeah, I just found it and I get it. I get why people don't like it, but yeah, your comments won't bother us. Brad, what is going on? Mr. Brad. Well, they are all rookie cards, basically, because they're the first arm wrestling cards for the majority of them that they've ever had. But the Auden Larratt one literally says rookie card on it. Gateway. So initially, yeah, they just cost a lot of money. Plus, I've got to get the photos to get permission. Then there was, these cards caused so much controversy. It was awesome. What do you think of Alajan demanding more money? It's a tough thing. One, he has every right to. I literally just watched the video while waiting to go live. I thought, I'll do my voiceovers later. I literally watched it. And if the auto dubbing and everything is exactly what Alajan was saying, rightly so. My understanding is there's been millionaires and billionaire backers that kind of used. Now, I could be completely wrong, but this is my vision. This is how I think it's gone. And I'm not trying to disparage, because I'm just a bit over it at the moment, but I'm not trying to disparage or slander. This is all my opinion. There was millionaire or billionaire backers that were kind of using it as using East versus West as a tax write-off. No worries, bang. Go for it, mate. Go for it. Spend what you want. We can just write it off. We'll get it back. Tax write-off. It's all my opinion, and I could be wrong. So then the athletes were able to get paid big bucks, and some of them got pretty big bucks. So then when they just went, nah, that'll do, probably losing a bit too much money for nothing or not getting it all back, that went to Robert. And then Robert was like, I think we should start cutting costs. I think we're spending way too much money and not getting enough back or even a break even. Like, businesses need to be profitable to survive. So when you're getting paid this much and the business isn't sustaining, you obviously, it's like, all right, well, we can't pay you more, but we'll at least give you what we were giving you a couple of years ago. Now, Alajan has every right, being the champ, to ask for more money, and rightly so. He's become a cult hero in the sport. They love him. He's a two-time champ, so he's got every right to do it. But I don't think everyone's getting or will get what they used to get, if that makes sense. Because for it to continue to survive, or anything to continue to survive, you got to look at cost cutting, and that's what happens, like my Devon Larratt figure or my trading cards. It's like, well, I want to continue doing this, but one, people aren't buying them. And it could be the same. People aren't buying the pay-per-view. And it's like, well, it's costing me all this money. I'm flying around the world to take photos. It's just insane. But I think he has every right to. Every right to. How's the family? Is there a little Aussie Jake on the way? Family's amazing. No, we're not pregnant. We've got two beautiful girls. Thank you, Luckadoo. No, nothing there. But if this meeting in October goes well for me personally, boy, oh boy, is the Ward family going to change. I don't want to say too much about it, but if this meeting goes well, oh my God, that's all I can really say. Wow. Knowing Devin and Vitali won't happen this year to decide who pulls Levan. Who does Levan pull in December? Probably Vitali. Now, Vitali and Devin will probably pull in March. Just throwing it out there. Just having a guess. I think it'll be March. But, like, who else is there? Morozov's injured. He's whooped Devin, Erdmes, and Jerry. Maybe Georgi Svetkov, but he's coming back from injury. I know Monster Michael Todd wants to have a run at it, but everyone will be annoyed. But I think whoever wants to take him on should take him on. And if it would just help Levan's legacy so much more. If all these guys, like if Levan was pulling every 3 months and he's whooping Erdmes and he's whooping Jerry, and then Michael Todd challenges him and he whoops him, and then, you know, because I think Vitali has to be. Oh no, Vitali's pulling Jerry in November, so it's not Vitali. Probably Michael Todd. Why not? Rick Chains, what up? Ready bang. Hi, hope you're well. Meg M, hope you're having a good day. I'm always having a good day. Always having a good day. Especially when I get to do this is just laid back. Let's have a chat. Let's answer your questions. We'll talk about some other stuff going on. Don't forget, you know, Ryan Bowen sign card, Dave Chafee, Marcio Barbosa. And if you want to get one of these packs, I'd love to do a raffle and sell 100 tickets at $5 each. I don't know if 100 people would buy the tickets, though. That's my problem. If 100 people bought a ticket, or 200 people or whatever, $5 each, and I could throw in my King of the Table All Access Pass. I could throw in a WAF gold medal. I could throw in the Erdmes John Brasink and everything signed. Throw in 10 trading cards, some signed cards. 200 tickets at $5 each, and we get a random winner. Do you think that's fair? I would love that. You all hear about Robert Oberst saying he's going to be the next GOAT. No, I haven't. I haven't heard that, but he seems like a character. So I welcome that. Hello, Just Mindy. Hello. SMG, were you asked to announce an EVW 20 match? What's your relationship with the new owners? I have no relationship with Dexter. Yeah, he did ask me. He asked me. I politely declined. I just said, no, thank you. It was just a short, I don't want to go too much into it. But he asked. I said, no, thank you. Then I'd spoken to Robert a few times. I kept trying to get Robert on the show, and he was being loyal to Engen. He said, mate, I can't. You and Engen don't get along. And I respected Robert for that. I think Robert and I have a respectful relationship. I've tried saying, hey, mate, do you want me to do because they weren't promoting and doing interviews. I was like, hey, do you want me to do interviews? And then I get one on my channel, and I didn't really hear back from him. So I think I've got a professional relationship with Robert. I don't really have a relationship with Dexter. Hey, what is going on? Macklemore, where's Morrigan? My crew over there. What else have we got? Did Levan sign that boycott letter? I'm going to guess and say no. I'm going to guess and say no. I think he would have maybe said in text messages. Once again, I'm just guessing, everybody. he would have said, "Oh, let's I support you. Let's hope we can work this all out." I don't think he would have signed that one. Show us your best sports cards. I don't have that many, to be honest. I don't have that many. I've got a graded. I've basically all my sports cards are gone. I'll show you one thing though. I'll show you one thing. I don't know how it'll work with the reflector. But my wife got me this one here. So that's all of the trading cards that I have made. So lucky. 1, 2, 3. This one is probably my most treasured because in the same set is John, Dennis, Erdemes, and Levan. And Matt Rhodes made me a limited edition, 5 of 5. So that was amazing just to be recognised by King of the Table. So that was awesome. I really love this card because of the relationship I have with Uncle John. We're best buds. So I'm going to hang that on my wall. My lovely wife got it for me. So there's my cards. See, the problem is, Lucky, it's just shipping. It's just getting it over to you. Keep reminding me because if I can get to Florida in November, which I hope to be there, then I can give you a proper fair deal that you're not paying $1 billion for shipping. I'll look after you. What up, Brad V? Yep, I'm not against him. Not against him at all. Pay the man, says Saku. EVW19 losing money. Hope Brian. How could you not be discouraged after everything that happened leading up to that? How could you not be discouraged? Oh, okay. Let me go down. Good vibes. Hope the meeting goes well. Thank you very much. This is how far behind I am. Morning, Jake. Great to see you live. We're not pregnant. Who's we? My wife and I. It's a weird question. No, thank you. Mate, this changes the game. This changes the game. Yeah, let Michael have a shot. So I'm a bit behind. Let me try and catch up. For the rookie season, I meant to do an 18-year-old. Gotcha. From their rookie year. Now I'm with you. It's like I should be able to do John Brasink now. I've got a fun trading card story about John Brasink. Do I still have the card here somewhere? I've got a John Brasink trading card somewhere, and he's not allowed to sign it. He's not allowed to sign it with his contract. I think Pauling, arguably the best Kings mover. Absolutely. I would love everyone to just keep having a crack. They should feed Levan Monster, give him MMT. They don't need to be top. Yeah, because he's beaten them all. So why not? We want to see Levan pull and just show his legacy. Imagine if Jordan stopped playing. Well, he did stop playing basketball and we didn't like it. We saw Rakeem, but it was just like, you want to see people try and challenge Jordan. Jordan dominates. You want to see people challenge Mike Tyson. I go back to those two because it's good. Murray Strong, newbie here. Kick ass and love arm wrestling. Absolutely. I want your trophy. So does everyone else. Pay them out. Pay the money. You want Alajan to get paid? Pay me for a match. Pay me. And I've been offered $6,000 once. I'll have to find that old message. That was years ago. Got offered $6,000 for a match for my trophy, and I was like, Psh, bitch, please put some more zeros on that. Pump that money up. That's my retirement package. Okay, what else have we got? Keithy, what's going on, buddy? What is going on? So they're saying that they've spent a lot of cash. And I'll tell you what was very disappointing. So two things. Let me get it up, and I'll just show you. This is what, once again, a lot of people make mistakes. Whether you're running your own promotion or running your own channel, and I'll explain why. Let me just get it up. Let me get the video up. You know what I mean, you filthy animals. We've got ladies in the chat, so behave. Where are you, Nards? Gennady. So, let me just zoom this in. And I'll share my screen. I just want to explain. This is like a huge no-no, in my opinion. Oh, I've left the old... Let me just change the background. Okay. King of the table. Call-in podcast. There we go. We'll have to do a call-in show soon. I'll zoom in even more. So this is the thumbnail, right? It's a bit blurry. Now, I do like that they've got a sponsor, Lead a Bet. You know, that seems okay. Can we go in more? Okay. So let me tell you, there's so many things wrong with this thumbnail. Not so many things, but this is where a lot of promotions and a lot of YouTube channels are going wrong. GVW is the brand, is the promotion. Frank Lamparelli and Nugo Chikadze is the match everyone wants to tune in for. We all know that it's, first of all, you don't need to write on Gennady Vic Vignea's YouTube channel. You don't need to write that because it's already going to be on there. And this is my advice to every single promoter and every single content creator. Take yourself out of the thumbnail. We are buying the pay-per-view, or we are watching your video. Like, if you're someone that's doing podcasts and things like that, Frank Lamparelli, Nugo Chikadze. That's why we want to tune in and watch it. I don't care about the owners. I really don't. And that is in all due respect. I care if I'm buying a pay-per-view, it's because, oh my God, these matchups are unreal. The athletes are the stars, not the promoters. Like, I watched a couple of, because it took me forever. It took me forever to try and find match announcements. And people would put themselves in the thumbnail. No, we all know it's your channel. Don't put yourself in the thumbnail. I used to do it very early on. And once I took myself out and realized it's the athletes that are the stars. I know I'm in my thumbnail today. That's because I just love that photo of Levan squashing my head. But Gennady and Roman should not be in it. So straight away, trying to get themselves over. It's the worst thing you can do as an owner, as a promoter, is try and get yourself over. No, it's about GVW. And what is going to make GVW good? The matches you have put on. So it should be a big Frank Lamparelli and a big Nugo Chikadze. This is such a gripe for me when I see channels put their face. I've done it in the past. Of course I've done it in the past. But if you want people to click your videos, they're on your channel. So they're going to enjoy your channel. And when you do your interviews, make sure that they're the stars. That's my little gripe. I move on. I move on. I did ask Dexter to have you on sometime, and he said yes, he's all for it. I'll go on anyone's show. Yeah, I think I'd go on anyone's show. I'm not thinking of Dexter. If Dexter wants to invite me, of course I'll go on and have a chat with him. Of course I will. Yeah, I'm going on. I went on David Jensen. If you go into my stories, I went on his channel. I'm going on a channel in the Netherlands, Grip Arm Kings. We're going to film something. I just want to get his name right, but from the Netherlands. Grip Kings. Yeah, Grip Kings. We're going to do a recording interview. We're going to talk about East versus West matches and have a bit of a laugh. So, yeah. Knows where to reach me. What up, JR interview? JR interview? Good afternoon, Aussie. JR Williams. I have my goal up here, and I cannot stop thinking about this meeting next month. Richard Jennings. Wow, I'm so behind. Let me catch up. Yeah, talking about my car. Yeah, it is unreal. There's only 5 of them in the world. Did you see that 13? Yes, I did. That was ridiculous. That was ridiculous. So I'll tell you why. Because when you've got to sign like 250 straight away, they just get lazy. Some are like Sasha Andreev's one's really cool. Shout out to Dung Tai. He got me this one. Like RVJ, it's just RVJ. And some names are just so long. So there's Heracles. You know, Rivas Latunze, like, come on. Like, I had a crack at Auden as well when he signed those cards. What up, DD community? Oh, yes. Well, that's all right, mate. I might only be for another half an hour. So stick around, have some fun. Let's get some questions in. No, because I think it's changed twice. But are you going to come down, Roy? You going to come down and visit? Maximum paying go. Oh, with the dual auto. Missed my opportunity when you came to the States next time. Yes. Yeah, well, hopefully in November. Hopefully in November. Why are you selling everything? So, well, first of all, I wanted to sell all my trading cards. I created the trading cards. My goal was to just keep doing trading cards. Like, I don't make a profit. I don't make a profit from these trading cards, but I was able to give some athletes money and say, thank you. Hey, we made a few bucks. Some goes into the next set. And I used to watch Dave Chafee on TV on ESPN and to give him like, I think it was like $100. Say, hey, mate, thank you so much. Dave loves trading cards. Why I want to sell everything else, I might sound like a flog. I really do. 2 things. One, I was there. I was there for everything. So it's like, cool, I've got a memento of like some all-access passes, but I was there at King of the Table. You know, I was at all these events. So part of me, like those memories, for me, are way better. Just looking at some of the stuff. I'm always grateful. And there's some items that I'll personally keep because I absolutely love them. But yeah, I was just there. So I would rather some of my monumental things go to proper fans, go to true fans. You know what I mean? Like, things change, Eric, and things change. Like this morning, Hey, Devon, when are you arriving to Australia? Boom. And he replies. Things change. All right, let's keep going. I want to answer some. That's right. That is right. Okay, I'm so far behind. What do I think about team versus team? I heard 98% is going to do it. It works on a point basis. I know Table Monkeys in Canada are doing it. So, yeah. I'm all for anything. People trying anything, I'm all for it. Get involved. I'll be happy for it. What else have we got? Scroll down. Those cards are sick. Can't stand autographs. Yeah, because, like, I think you have what do you have? Devon's coming. I don't know if I can announce everyone that's coming. So, King of Table Workers had a big backer with big money. Remember all those cars in Dubai? That's wrong. Chuggington, that is 100% wrong. It was all funded by Core Sports, Larry Wheels, and then Matt Rhodes came in. So the place with all the cars, that was just the venue. That was the venue that we hired. That wasn't a backer. Everyone gives that perception. So Chuggington, in all due respect, that is wrong. It was Core Sports, and because the company was in Dubai, they saved a lot of money. As in, they didn't have to pay travel expenses for production. They didn't have to pay for production because it was their company. They had done strongman events, boxing events. So Core Sports were just using that. Now, they made some terrible business decisions, but yes. No. The cars, that was just the venue. It was called The Space. It was awesome. I was so scared to go near the cars because I'm a bit clumsy and I would accidentally scratch a $20 million car or however much they were. But, yeah, that's wrong. Are you keeping any for yourself? Any what, JR? I am way behind in the comments. Thank you very much, you superstar. Really appreciate it, Mark. It's going to be great. Oh, man. This could be a game changer. An absolute game changer. How easy did he make that look? That was insane. I know it's not really arm wrestling, but how good was that? Thor just went back. He made it look ridiculous. Made it look so easy. At one stage, I thought I could lift it. 510 kilos. What's that in pounds? Pounds to kilo conversion. So kilos, he did 510. 1,124.36 pounds. That is insane. That is insane. Will I live commentate? So it depends what time it starts. So when it depends what time it starts, because Devon and I are in Queensland, and we have our big over-the-top tournament that day. And with 20 matches or 19 matches, I can't remember how many they've got. And I might be in a hotel room. If I can, I might go to like an Airbnb so I can yell and scream. If I'm in a hotel room, I have to sit there and talk like this. And I struggle. To even try and talk like this. So I want to check it out. Of course I want to check it out. When something new pops up, you do want to go, oh, yeah, that's all right. Or because we don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, it hasn't got off to the best start. Oh, that was another thing I was going to say that I was a bit sad for them. I understand why, but they didn't really have many people watch that interview live, and it was at a good time as well. So yeah, if the timing fits, but we've got like a giant tournament that's going to go for like 12 hours, giving away $25,000 worth of cash. Devon's going to be there. So we might be able to do half of it. Like, I can't even remember what the main event is. So, yeah, I might do a watch along for maybe the first half of it if Devon and Auden want to get up early in the morning. But if it starts late, then no, can't do it. So yeah, interesting. Where can we see who's going to compete over the top? You'd probably have to ask the athletes personally because, yeah, you'd have to ask the athletes personally because, yeah, it's not like there's a list of. You just have to follow your favorite arm wrestler and go, yep, we're competing. Yeah, it's not like there's not like a list. Just like any tournament. You just find out on the day. So, yeah, interesting stuff coming up. I'm really looking forward to that over-the-top tournament. So for those that don't know, a few years ago, Larry Wheels came to Australia. He was our special guest. This time it's Devon. And what they do, if you haven't seen the movie Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone, well, clearly you're like 25 years old and younger and found arm wrestling through YouTube. Best movie of all time. And they recreate that setting. I don't know if I've got any photos on my phone anymore of the event, but it just looked spectacular. And then I stood in the middle of the 4 tables and I just commentated the whole time. It was Larry Wheels' first tournament, so that was pretty good. There were some really good matches, and Lachlan Adair ended up winning the 10 grand. So I know like Tim Talmadge's going to come over from America and compete. Auden's going to jump in the classes. He's not going to jump in the overalls. Joe Meek thinks he's coming over. If you don't know who he is, he's an American puller. Great dude. Him and his wife are awesome. I'd assume Mateo Orangi's going to come up from New Zealand. Yeah. I can't wait to see who comes over. I'm really interested to see how many coming over. So the way it works is all the divisions are cash prizes, and then the winner of the overall or the open class wins 10 grand on the right arm. Now, the only problem is if Devon enters and goes, you know what? I'm just going to take the 10 grand for myself. Yeah. So it's just a matter. So any South Africans, no idea. No idea, Cobus. I do apologize. I only know of 2 South African arm wrestlers. So, no idea. So, and record being one of them. It just depends who turns up. I can't tell you until the day. I can't tell you until the day. 10 grand. I wish it was. I wish it was. Larry did good in tournaments. Yeah, I've seen Larry compete in 2 tournaments. He was at Arizona State the first time I went there, and he made it to the final and lost to Sandra Shedez. And I think he finished top 8 or top 6 in his very first tournament in Australia. And he had losses. His first loss was to Mario Tambakis, and then Ryan Bowen eliminated him, which, well, you know what that caused. What are the weight classes for over the top? I'm trying to convince a 70-kilo guy from my club to enter. He beats all the heavy guys in my club. Benches 140 at 70 kilos body weight. That's pretty good. I think it's 70, 80, 90. I do believe it's 70, 80, 90, 100, and then open. I'll see if I can find a poster quickly. I know they did a poster. Oh, let me just click on the registration form. Here we go. So there's, oh, wow. Okay, so it's 70 kilos, 80 kilos, 90 kilos, 105 kilos, and then the 105 kilo plus. For women, it's 65 kilos and 65 kilos plus. So that, yeah, if that makes sense. Shout out to Angie Rose as well. Shout out. If you don't know, poor Angie Rose has been diagnosed with cancer, and we wish her all the best. Messaged her and Ron the other day. Yeah, that's really sad. Hoping them a strong recovery, a very strong recovery. Yeah, I know what it's like to watch your wife go through cancer. We had an 18-month battle in 2020, and it fucking sucks. I hope she's got the weaker version and she doesn't have to go through as long as my wife did, or everything that she goes through. But shout out to Ron and Angie. I'll continue to message you over the journey and just chime in. What do you think of the arm wrestling Seer videos? I might have mentioned it before. They started off well. They started off well. They were quite funny. They were hilarious. They were bloody hilarious, and they were done really well. The latest one accusing of some, I don't know, rhymes with schmetophilia and things like that. Now, if he's on the money and it's true, that's insane. That is insane. But I don't know, man. That's a big one to throw out there. A huge bomb to throw out there. The first couple I thought were hilarious. What else have we got? Haven't you done Over the Top event 3? Yeah, it was about 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, and we're doing another one. What's wrong with doing a second one? So Dominic will be there. You'll be at Over the Top, won't you, Dominic? Just jumping in with a bit of a Q&A. Ryan Bowen won't be there. If anyone is coming to pull him. because he is pulling in Georgia. So be looking forward to that. I'm just trying to think when I jumped in Facebook, what else has been going on in the arm wrestling world? Because it's just so convoluted, it seems. Yeah, good. I'm glad you're there. It'd be very good. Very good to catch up again, Tom. Always like having a bit of a chat with you. Yeah, it's just a weird time in arm wrestling at the moment. A very, very weird time. It's different. I'm just trying to think if it's good or not. But it's different. And we'll have a bit of fun with it all. Yeah, well, he was booked in. Yeah, he's got his match at GVW. So him and his fiance, they've both got a match. So yeah, got to look after himself. Just because there's a tournament in Australia, he doesn't have any loyalty, in my opinion, doesn't have any loyalty to attend that. You know, at the end of the day, you got to look after yourself. So yeah, he's going to have that, and hopefully I'm able to watch it live and hang out with you guys. Hopefully, and if not, well, that's okay as well. Right, we've been going for a bit. I got some voiceover work to do, so let's go for about 5 or so minutes. We love having a chat. I love having a chat. I'm just double checking a few things because I did have some questions sent to me, but I've lost them. Yeah, interesting. Lachlan Adair anytime soon. Not too sure with old Lachlan, with old Lockie. Hopefully he competes at Over the Top. Hopefully he's getting ready for that. Yeah, Lachlan's awesome. What do I think about Dennis? Or what does everyone... I've had no issues with Dennis Zaplenkov. He has been nothing but nice to me. He's done a couple of interviews with me, 2 or 3 interviews with me. He said that, you know, it was such an honor. He said that even though he doesn't understand a word that I'm saying, he says I'm 100% good for the sport, and he wants me to stay in the sport for as long as he can. I've had nothing but a great relationship with Dennis. We somehow manage, it's one of my cherished moments, somehow manage to always have a laugh and a smile every time we have caught up. And I can't believe where I'm sitting. And this is where I'm very, very... I always get grateful and got to stay level where it is. But to sit there and say that, you know, I've caught up with Dennis multiple times and it's been, you know, nothing but good. It's yeah, it is just great. Just because he's feuding with Devon, I'm, you know, that's them too. I get it, the Legacy Hammer thing. I get why Devon's pissed off, but yeah, I'm not one of those people that, and I even had my life threatened over it because of it. Just because you hate someone doesn't mean I have to hate them. A lot of people don't like Ryan Bowen, but we've got along this whole time. We've had some great laughs and some great memories together. A lot of people don't like Devon. I get along with Devon just fine. We hang out quite a bit. A lot of people hate Uncle John. I'm not going to hate him just because you guys hate them. Not you. You know where my point's going. You guys get it. What do you think? What do you think the drama cycle is in arm wrestling? Is it daily, weekly, or monthly? Definitely weekly. If you follow arm wrestling really close, whether it's the smaller European leagues or the smaller North American leagues, you know, it is weekly. It's weak because it depends what you call drama. Because someone is bitching about the tournament they just entered, complaining about referees, or I know something's happening in Florida at the moment. I saw Brandon do a video, but I was like, oi, don't fucking do a video while you're driving. Everyone knows who's followed this channel for a while. That's a pet hate of mine. Don't do a video while you're driving. But yeah, definitely weekly. Definitely weekly. Are you kind of distant from EVW because they didn't allow you to have athlete interviews? I'm not distant for them, but what people don't understand is I never worked for them. I never worked for them. So it's not distant. Am I kind of distant from them? No, nothing's changed on my end. The way I've spoken about East versus West. It's just everyone else's perceptions change because of what happens over a lot of the things. This is where not so much UGB19, but the arm wrestling community, we tend to assume a lot. And we tend to hear the things that we only hear. So my vision's always stayed the same. I never worked because everyone's like, oh, when are you coming back to East versus West? I never worked for them. So I can't come back to somewhere that I've never worked. And everyone just assumed that when Engen had left that I'd automatically go in there. That was the one thing that was holding me back. No, they said that they really enjoy just having not just having Neil. That's a poor way to put it, but Neil's their guy, and that's cool with me. I'm not in a hurry to work there. But when we watch videos and watch interviews, our perceptions and what we assume, it just really muddles everything up. So nothing's changed on my end. I'll continue to invite the athletes. I think from my understanding is I just can't have both athletes on, but things appear to be changing. But that has been the same the whole time. That's been the same the whole time. I thought the rules had changed because Engen wasn't there, but Roberts including that as well. Even though they didn't interview everyone, I saw other athletes popping up on other channels. So nothing's changed on my end. Nothing's changed on I'll continue to invite athletes on the show. And if they want to come on, fantastic. If they're obligated not to come on, that's okay as well. That is okay as well. Hey, Ryan Bussier. What is going on? What is going on? A lot of people hate my mother-in-law. That is hilarious. Oh, hey, Richard. No, it's not about. It's not about. Excuse me. I don't want to, stand with me or stand with them. And I know you don't do that, Richard. You're just showing your support, but. Okay. Everyone's just quickly saying hi to each other. Hate is a strong word. Yes, it is. Dennis, lowest on my list. I don't like anyone that wears fancy pants, though. There you go. Interesting. Right, we're about to tick over the hour mark. Remember, if you want to purchase some rare autograph trading cards, make sure you hit me up. Slide in my thing, because shipping is a lot. So, you'll have to pay overs, unfortunately, but shipping is a lot, if you want a packet of cards. So you get 5 cards and a chance to win a rare Dave Chafee limited edition 1 of 10 auto, because the delusional card has been drawn. But yeah, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. I do miss doing maximum bang. I think later on in the week, I do miss doing maximum bang. I think later on in the week, I might do some games, some would you rathers, some caption games. This one, I just wanted to have a bit of a chat. I had a spare hour, wanted to have a chat with you guys, and then from there, it'd be like, like if you've seen my stories, I've been doing that's annoying. Why can't arm wrestling fans just have fun? The majority of you do really well. But if you've checked out my posts on Instagram or my posts on YouTube, I've done the 500, 400, 300, 200. You've got $1,000. I'll show you. And then we'll wrap up. Where's my... And then if I go to posts... Then I'll share my screen again. Share screen. So have you guys been... I like playing games like this. So it's just, you got $1,000, pick your dream coaches to train you to defeat Levant. Who do you pick and why? Geez, fucking people whinge. Oh, why is this the money was just a fun thing. It wasn't put on there. Oh, that person should be worth more. And what's the point of playing this game? No one's defeating Levant. Like, just have some fun. Just to make you think and go, oh my God, I'd love to have John Brezink and Todd Zilla. How good would them two be to trade me? Or I'd love to have Jerry, Giannis, and Matyashenko. How good would that be? But a lot of you were fantastic, and you explained to me why you would pick a Morozov and a Prokopchik. But, why is that person only that much? Mate, fuck off from my channel. Anyway. But I do miss. Nah, he's a bit over arm wrestling, like a lot of us are. He's a bit over it. He's, just having some time off and training for something else at the moment. So when he's ready, he'll tell you about it. But he's kicking ass with that. Alrighty. That'll do. That was fun. That was fun. And we'll go and, hopefully later on in this week, I'll do some fun games. Let's just have games. Or, okay, something for people in the chat. And if you've made it this far watching this later, drop it in the comments. Would you rather I play fun and games all thing, like the money game, the caption game? Would you rather do a bit of trivia and things like that? Or do you want me to invite 3 fans onto the show and we just discuss things? You guys let me know. Like someone that's in the comment section wants to come on the show and have a chat. I used to do the call-in show. And then I just couldn't trust anyone. Just took useless people to ruin it. They were coming on there being racist and, they were coming on. and, putting sexual pictures on there, trying to get my channel shut down. I was like, I don't fucking need this. So I stopped doing the call-in show where if I have, say, 3 fans on there, at least I get to handpick and go, well, I know who you are. I know who you are. You're in the chat all the time. How can I get in contact with you? Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, let me know. I'm out of here. I've got some voiceover work to do. Let me know if you want some trading cards. And I'd love to come. I've had you on before, Ryan. Back in the day with. There you go. All right. Just give me 2 seconds. See, right on cue. Okay. And it's quite funny that wanker in the chat couldn't even spell it properly. So it's funny when you mention it, it just comes straight away, doesn't it? Wow. This is interesting. How weird was that? Yeah, the Super 64 with Greg Brown. Yeah, that was weird. Attention seekers or bots? Not sure. But how weird was it? Like, as soon as I mentioned, they came out of nowhere. Anyway, that was funny. And that's why I'm not a fan of having strangers on the show. Right. Take care. I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for the fun. That was fun. I had a lot of fun.